Hey, for today I want to talk to you about lemon balm. Lemon balm can be harvested throughout the whole summer. I just try to do it before the flowers, it starts flowering. Lemon balm is so easy to identify because it smells like lemon. It just has such a good fragrance to it. You can use these fresh or you can dehydrate them. So this one is a ginormous bush I have here, and I live in South Carolina now, so this is doing really well out in the sun and the heat that we have down here. I also grew it up in Michigan, and it grew plenteous up there. Now, lemon balm is part of the mint family, and you can tell by the stem, it's square. Most of your mints, I believe all your mints, family herbs are square stemmed. And so these right here, I am just gonna cut it, and I just get a pair of clean scissors, and I just cut toward the bottom, and I'm gonna do probably, not this whole bush, but a good bit of it, probably like more than half. It's very forgiving with, some say you only do a third of the plant, but this one's very forgiving. I've done it over the years. And I do dehydrate them, and I use them for teas. This is a nice nervine for calming kids. So if you could mix it with a little bit of raspberry leaves and lemon balm and have like a raspberry lemonade, and maybe sweeten it with some agave or a good, like there's a good sugar. I don't even know if there's a good sugar, but I would say agave would be okay, or honey even, if you're trying to get off sugar and stay away from sugar. Or even maybe a little stevia. So it's good for depression, anxiety, when you're stressed out, when those kids are, acting ADHD and need to be calmed down. So good for all that. So I'm just gonna cut this down, and it does spread, and it will spread not only in the flower bed that you have, but you'll find it throughout your yard. And I'll take you and show you where mine are popping up at. As you can see here, what I harvested here, and all this is going to grow right back up and get just as big and bushy as it did the first time. It does not take long at all. And there's a couple ways to dehydrate the lemon balm. There's my rooster. Some people wash theirs, which I think I'm going to wash mine before I hang it, only because we had several days of rain, and just that rain came down and the mud spattered up onto my plant, and so I'm gonna go ahead and wash them. But after I get them washed and I'm gonna pat them dry, I will just take a bunch like this, and you can use twine or you can use a rubber band and just put it around it and hang it. And just hang it from I use a clothes hanger, and I just have it on there, and it's dangling all in my kitchen. I do have some lemon balm in this pot right here. Is my volunteer lemon balm growing over here. Last year I had some in the garden also, and my garden is way over there, and my herb plant is way over here. So thank you, birds. But I just let it grow. Wherever it comes up, I just leave it alone. I like it, and it smells good. I got some cold water going. I'm just going to do a bundle at a time of the lemon balm. And if there is any yellowing of the leaf, I will go ahead and tear that off. And just give it a good rinse. Put that there. And before I brought them in, I gave them a good shake outside to shake off any loose dirt. So I just put it on here and then I just pat them dry. Like I said, you can skip this step if your lemon balm's clean. Mine normally is, but like I said, it's been raining like crazy and this stuff needed to be harvested right away because it was about ready to flower, and I want to do it before it flowers. And so if you have insomnia, would be good to take at nighttime. Hyperactive children, like I said before, this would be helpful for. You can make a tea out of it. That's mostly what people use it for. Sometimes I take them fresh and I rip them up and put them just in my water and just let them infuse throughout the day. As I'm sipping on my water, it's nice and refreshing, and my grandboy takes them and just eats them. So there's that too. And it kind of, it tastes lemony, but not like a potent, tangy lemon. But it's got a nice flavor to it. So then after I do this, like I said, you can put them in the dehumidifier. You can hang them, or you can put them just on a grate and just turn them throughout the day. And it just takes, these ones dry pretty fast. They don't take very long at all. So sometimes I will do this, sometimes I'll hang them, sometimes I'll throw them in the dehumidifier. The dehydrator, I mean. The dehydrator, I really don't like to run a whole lot because it gets so blazing hot down here. So I'll just go like this and I'll just leave it on my kitchen table and wait for it to dehydrate. Or like I said, you can take them, just make sure they're patted dry really good, and then just take a rubber band. And you'll know when they're dehydrated, they will be crunchy. And then I just put them in a jar. And I have one of those, I'll show you sometime on here. I have one of those vacuum sealers, the handheld vacuum sealers that suctions the rings on the jars. So you just do that, and I just hang them on a clothes hanger. I just take some twine and then just put it through the rubber band here. And then just tie it to the hanger here. And I'll just put several on here and I'll just let it hang, probably off the chandelier in my kitchen. And if you did not like tea, you could, once these are dehydrated, you could take them and grind them up and put them in a capsule and take them that way also. Or you could make a tincture out of them, which that's an alcohol-based tincture. So you would only need like just a few drops, or you can make a glycerite, which is food grade glycerin, and that's what I've done for my kids when they were little. We made our own immune booster in our tummy tune-up. And so there's a couple different options that you can do with lemon balm if you don't like tea.
After a few days, the lemon balm will be completely dried out, and when it's crunchy, you know it's done. So then you just run your hand down the stem of it, putting it into a jar, and just getting it ready to be stored. This is the handheld vacuum sealer that I was telling you about. I just put the ring on, put the adapter on, and then you just suction the air out of it and it seals it. So this is very handy for making sure there is no air getting to any of your herbs. I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions, just ask them down in the comments and I'll try to get back with you. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more herbal videos.